Hello, everyone. Today, we're in for a really exciting adventure, so grab a snack and settle in. This is going to be a long ride. My ultimate goal is to uncover the entire map and upgrade the campfire to the maximum level. Sounds pretty simple at first, right? But here's the twist. Until every single corner of the map is explored, I can't upgrade the fire. So, this is not just a stroll in the woods. It's a real endurance challenge. All right then, challenge accepted. Let's get started. First thing I do is set up the map. It's going to be my best friend for the next several hours. Seriously, without it I'd be completely lost. The map shows which areas I've explored and which are still dull and gray. So, step 1. Gather some wood. Where's the wood hiding? After a quick search, I collect a good pile and bam! The map is up and running. As expected, it's mostly one giant sheet of gray emptiness. Not for long, though. We are definitely going to fix that. Time to begin filling in those blank spaces. First steps taken. Checking. Yes, the map is updating. Perfect. That means I can already upgrade the campfire to level 2. It's a small victory, but it feels great to see progress so early. While I'm running around, I grab everything I can find. Loot is never wasted, and fuel is absolutely critical. If the fire goes out, it's game over. But there's a catch. Toss in too much coal and bam! The fire levels up on its own. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. I'm not ready for the next stage yet. So I add coal carefully, little by little, almost like I'm seasoning a delicate dish. I start exploring from the edge of the map, moving to the left. A tiny pinch of coal goes into the fire, just enough to keep it alive. If I overdo it, I'll jump to level 3 before I'm ready. The map gradually fills in, and before long, it's already halfway done. And here's a pleasant surprise. During the first night, the deer doesn't attack me. That means I can safely stroll through the forest. Finally, a bit of peace. This almost feels like a mini vacation. I check the map to decide where to head next. Oh, a tent. But nope, can't save the child yet. Need the map fully open first. Okay, we'll circle back to that later. Meanwhile, hunger starts kicking in. I open the chest. Nothing appetizing. Guess I have to run back to camp. But halfway there, I realize I'm not going to make it in time. So, raw meat it is. Not exactly gourmet dining, but hey, protein is protein. Lose a little health, stay alive. Fair trade. Back to exploring. Only 2 pieces of the map left on this level. The only thing I really want right now is to find peppers. With peppers, I run like I'm on a triple shot of espresso, fast and unstoppable. But of course, the fairy merchant doesn't have any in stock. Thanks a lot, game. Looks like I'll have to hunt them down on my own. I pick up some iron, but here's a new problem. I need a rabbit's paw to craft a bigger bag. Without that bag, I'll be running endless loops back to camp. First rabbit, nothing. Second, still nothing. Finally, the third one drops the paw. Yes, that's a mini celebration right there. Straight to the merchant we go. 2 in-game days later, I fully explored 2 levels. Success. That means I can upgrade the campfire again. I feed it coal carefully. I keep myself fueled too, mostly with meat, because I don't have pots or garden beds yet. To make navigation easier, I set up a clock and a compass. Those simple tools save so much wandering. I also use a bit of wood to build small garden plots. It's worth the effort. With food growing nearby, I don't have to sprint home every time I'm hungry. Just grab a couple cans of stew and keep going. One stubborn gray square remains. And of course, the tiniest pieces of the map are always the most annoying. I'm running around like someone looking for a missing sock after laundry day. But finally, success. The first region is fully uncovered. Right on cue, cultists attack the base. Only 2 of them. No big deal. I take them out quickly, scoop up the ammo and a gem, and toss all the junk into the fire. Let it burn. Now it's time for the winter forest. Things are about to get serious. I desperately need a warm hat, which means I need a fox pelt. But of course, the first 2 foxes drop only meat. Fantastic. I'm freezing and they're basically saying, "Here, have a steak." Finally, a 3rd fox gives me the pelt. Yes, fashionable winter gear, unlocked. I keep running along the edge of the icy zone. The cold is biting, my teeth are chattering, but the map is nearly complete. I encounter more foxes but no extra pelts. At least there's plenty of iron, so that's a small win. By day 9, the 3rd level is almost done. I figure I'll wrap it up at night. But now I'm on edge. Wolves or an owl could show up any moment. "Guys, please," I whisper to the darkness. "Not now. I've got a challenge to finish." I close the last square and head back to camp. Time to upgrade the campfire once again. Next stop, the chests near the bear. But first, I have to clear out the bear and a few lingering cultists. The fight goes well. The chest rewards? Ammo and fuel. Nothing fancy. Thanks, game. I feel so rich. Time to rescue the second child. On the way, I find a med kit, which is a genuine treasure right now. No reviver in sight, so bandages and med kits are my lifeline. At this point, about half of the entire world map is uncovered. That's a milestone worth celebrating. To move faster, I install a boost pad. I'm also trying to grow those elusive peppers, but they remain incredibly rare. Maybe next harvest. I keep running. On top of a tower, I encounter alphas, fearless creatures that even climb ladders to chase me. Fireflies drift through the night air, though I rarely use the flashlight. In a chest, I finally find a lantern. Better late than never. But almost immediately, a pack of wolves appears. There are so many of them, I have to sprint at full speed to avoid a nasty bite. I circle around a misty castle, careful and quiet. Wolves everywhere. I decide to build an oil drill in case I run low on fuel later. I also pick up a couple of bear traps, just in case I cross paths with another bear or even a mammoth. Food supplies packed, I'm ready for the next stretch. Checking a small cabin, I discover a diamond in a chest. Nice surprise. Hopefully this lucky streak continues. I head toward the winter hat upgrade. By day 38, the winter biome is nearly complete. Inside an igloo, I discover a chest with a full gas can. Extremely handy. Then I come across a group of snowmen. Apparently, I need to bring the last one a carrot. That's oddly charming. By day 41, the fourth level is done, and I dive straight into the next. I rescue the third child. Always a rewarding moment. Next up is a ruby chest, and inside is a shield. Finally, some extra protection. Along the way, I face alphas, bears, and numerous traps. Everything is cloaked in fog, so I move like I'm walking through a minefield. In a quiet church, I find bandages and a golden chest, more useful supplies. But the tiny remaining pieces of the map are still the most frustrating part of this whole run. They test my patience like nothing else. Still, I'm determined. I keep searching until every last scrap of gray is gone. At last, on day 100, only the 5th level winter forest remains. The campfire is fully upgraded, the last child safely rescued. It feels incredible. But there's still the grand finale. The entire map must be revealed. The hardest zones are definitely the snowy ones. Bears. So many bears. They seem to appear out of thin air, practically yelling, "Come here!" And I'm like, nope, sorry, just closing the map, please, and thank you. Only 2 gray spots remain. I can practically taste victory. And then, yes, the map is completely revealed. Challenge complete. Whew, that was intense. You truly need oceans of patience to pull this off, but the end result is absolutely worth it. Now I can finally relax and wander the world without any stress, just soaking in the atmosphere and enjoying the quiet moments. Thank you so much for joining me on this crazy journey. I hope you enjoyed every step of it. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments and let me know what challenge I should attempt next.